And then age 12 to 18 is what we call the teenage years or the coaching years. And I know that the teenage years has a bad rap, but I think that's probably on parents. Really, like if we haven't done these first two stages properly, the teenage years are going to be harder because they don't have a strength and obedience muscle. They weren't taught the why behind the habits and the discipline and the training and stuff. And so these years we had a ton of fun with these years with our kids. And
no, like literally lots of fun, like like good fun. And we saw lots of parents going, ooh, teenagers, and we're like, we continued
to like them through that.
Yeah, it was amazing.
In the coaching years, you connect more than you correct, and that's huge. And that's easy to kind of keep in your mind. You're connecting with them. You've already spent 6 years and the previous years before that correcting them and teaching them why, and now you're able to connect, and you loosen the tight reins of the training years, and you move to the sideline for coaching.
So good,
right?
Well, an example for that for us is when our boys, all of our children, turned 12. Yep. I took them on a weekend getaway trip.
Yep.
And in that, I literally, and your children at 12 years old, there's a reason why most cultures, except for the Western culture, do bar mitzvahs at 12, or they do, a shift, a ceremony at 12 where they're saying, okay, you're now no longer a child, you're an adult. And this is and there's a shift that happens in the relationship as us as parents with them. Yeah. So I did this trip and said, okay, you're no longer a child. We're going to treat you differently. The rules are changed. We changed rules like they didn't have a bedtime anymore. Right? When they were 12 years old. And a lot of parents, look, when we say that, they're kind of like, what? And I said, you don't have a bedtime. We expect you to get up in the morning and fulfill your duties, get ready for school, no complaining, all that kind of stuff. But you're going to learn. This is part of the coaching. And we'd watch. And they could stay up as late as they wanted. And then they would, and they would pay the consequence of having to get up in the morning until they learned about that. We also, in that trip, said, okay, here's how relationships and dating are going to work. We're going to take the role as coaches, not as disciplinarians, not as rules. We didn't set rules. We said to our boys, I said that they were to take you on dates. If they wanted to date somebody else, they needed to take you on dates so that you could coach them on how to treat a woman with respect, with honor, as a cherished partner. Like they needed to learn how to cherish and treat with ultimate respect. And when you gave them permission to say, okay, I think you're ready now, which the brilliant part about this thing is whenever you got asked on a lot of dates,
we knew there was a girl in that picture.
We knew there was a girl. We're like, oh, who is she?
Who is she?
Yeah. But part of that's part of the coaching thing, which they did. They took you on dates and you taught them to open the door, and you taught them to, they paid for the dates. They did all of the things to learn how to do that. And here's the thing I'm a football coach as well. Coaches don't leave the field. No. Right? So in this stage,
they're
you don't
always
leave.
There and they're always focused. Yep.
They don't get distracted by other stuff. They watch carefully. They call some plays, and they call their players off the field from time to time. They encourage their players to run plays and respond to situations according to the training that came before. Right? You have practice time, and then you have game time. And then when they're in the game, then you come back and hey, let's evaluate what worked, what didn't work. How would you do that different? Right. And we do that in this stage. And the goal during this stage is to simply keep them coming to you for guidance and support.